Previously on 421 Adventure. We reunited with Jojo. Together, we cycled on a remote path along the Mekong River where we went bananas. Closer to Luang Prabang, we visited the beautiful Huangxi waterfall.
We left Luang Prabang and we are now heading towards Vietnam.
This is a very long climb. We were there like an hour ago. We had a break and we went all the way up. But we have a nice view. We're having a break in a village in the middle of the mountains, and luckily we can buy some fruit.
Yeah, and there's a Spider-Man Batman little guy here. Hi. Okay, so we are in the place that 421 Adventure loves the most.
Mountains!
Yeah, a quiet mountain road. We're going up. We went up quite a lot yesterday, but it was really nice. Beautiful places, beautiful views. I think today is going to be the same. Our objective is a mountain pass where hopefully there'll be somewhere to have lunch. We made it to the top, 1400 meters. Now we're really hungry. So strong, yay, 421 Adventure. So we just got to a village.
This is what we call breakfast with a view. We stayed at this hostel at 1400 meters high, and now we can enjoy the beautiful view without clouds. It's a nice reward for a cyclist. Thank you, Rooster.
Bye-bye! Laos is one of the few countries we entered with a bad feeling due to the problems we had at the border. But little by little, we are liking it more and more. We left Luang Prabang 2 days ago and we are going towards Vietnam. We are always up in the mountains and it's beautiful.
And talking about mountains, one thing which is true about Laos for sure is that you definitely shouldn't come here if you don't like them.
So we're having lunch. We cooked our food yesterday and we said, okay, let's have it for the day after and eat it whenever we find a place, but we didn't find a good spot to eat it. So we're eating in someone's garden, and we have many kids with us. Bye-bye.
You can try, but you're not gonna get any food.
It's my food.
We started the day with amazing views, and we are ending the day with an amazing sunset.
All right, so that's where we slept last night. It was about 900 meters of altitude. Now we're just coming out of the valley. As you can see, there's still some fog around, or at least kicking my ass today. I have a headache, and I find it difficult to pedal. Although the gradient is not really steep. I think we're on about 3% at the moment. So we're going quite fast. We're doing about 10-12 kilometers an hour, but my head is really banging. So the objective for today is to climb out of this valley. It's going to be the last difficult climb before we have a few days off in this city. Can't remember the name, but it's in the valley of Jars, the plains of Jars, which is a like a prehistoric site here in Laos. I still don't know actually. Yeah, so today we're climbing up, and then we'll try to get there. It's not sure because we're really tired. It's been tough lately, but beautiful. Hey, welcome to the plains of Jars. We haven't seen any jars yet. What we have seen is a totally different landscape from what we've seen so far in Laos. It's a valley, it's pretty big. We are at 1100 meters, and it looks just so much different from the rest of the country. Take a look.
But even from this morning, we cycled 30 kilometers, and now it's so different. Even like the color of the earth, we can see rice fields ready. I mean, they're already cut, harvest. Everything is more dry. It looks like another country.
Yeah. I mean, that's pine. Those are pine trees. We haven't seen pine trees since Turkey, I think.
So we are looking for a place to camp because we really like this area, but we don't have food, there are no shops. Luckily we found this woman, she sells some kind of salad, and we're gonna mix it with like some lentils we have from many weeks. And we still need to find water, and maybe we'll be lucky to find a camp spot. So we found this path and we're taking it. It's going to a river, And I mean, maybe we're gonna be lucky. This path is leading us to so many possible camping spots. It's perfect. The only problem is the water. We don't have enough water to cook and to drink and to shower, but yeah, it doesn't really matter. So Marco went down to a river which is 400 meters from here. And if there's a river and we can take water from it, it will be perfect, because then we can do everything and be independent. Otherwise, we'll have to find another place. All right, so we are going to get some water. We decided to stay, and now we need to go to the river. So here it is. Doesn't look really clear, but it will do the job, I guess.
One of the best places to have lunch is this kind of local eateries where people come and have lunch during their lunch break, I suppose. And I mean, food is quick and it's cheap, and we just love it.
Okay, so we swapped our bicycle for motorcycle. We feel really, really bad, but we had many days of hard work by making videos. We're gonna see the plains of Jars. Marco is driving, I have to navigate, and we got lost, of course.
So the plains of jars, they take the name from some huge jars which were hand carved out of limestone boulders, which are naturally found in this area. The only thing we know about these jars is that they are over 2,000 years old, so they come from the Iron Age, and that's it. We don't know anything else about them. We don't know why the local people carved them. We don't know how they transported them. We don't know how they were used. So it's a bit of a mystery. It's actually really interesting, and the area is also very, very beautiful. This is one of the quarries where the jars were made. So boulders were carved into this big rounded shape, and then they were carved out in order to put something inside. We don't know what. I think it's beer. Aurélie thinks it's cheese. Everyone has their theory. Unfortunately, sometimes these masterpieces broke, and then the whole thing had to be abandoned.
Walking is too difficult. We prefer the bicycle.
These jars, they come from the quarry which we visited this morning, which is exactly 10 kilometers away. And in fact, this is one of the first mysteries which surrounds the jars, is how did they actually transport them all the way from there? Because as you can see, some of these are actually pretty big.
This site is also part of our history. Unfortunately, a sad part of history. During Vietnam War, Laos was heavily bombed, and you can see here, for example, a crater from a bomb.
It's 9 o'clock, and this is probably, hopefully, our last day in Laos. We're just heading to the border now. We're in a beautiful valley, but normally we're not supposed to leave Laos until tomorrow. Actually, to be precise, we're not supposed to enter Vietnam until tomorrow, but we've read that one day is not a big deal. So we're going to try it today anyway. But first we have a couple of climbs left.
And downhill.
Yeah. Yep, just ahead. I hope you can see it. It's the road which we have to climb before getting to the border. It looks steep, it looks like fun. Okay, we're at the top. So while we wait for Aurélie, who is there somewhere, let me show you the view. It's really nice. The climb was actually harder than we expected, but it was still nice. It's early morning, so we still got a lot of strength. That's the view. Somewhere down there is Vietnam. So I think it's down now. Let's go down. I don't think she's waiting for me. One more unexpected uphill. At least we got a nice view. 2 kilometers from the border, and the views are just amazing. Beautiful, beautiful mountains all around us.